One company just spent $165,000 in AI tokens to rewrite their entire runtime from scratch. 11 days, 64 AI agents running in parallel at peak, over 1 million lines of code replaced. It is already running inside Claude Code right now, and almost nobody noticed. This is Bun, the JavaScript runtime. Jarred Sumner, the person who built it, just published exactly how his team rewrote Bun's core from Zig to Rust using coding agents. And the numbers are worth understanding because this is the actual ceiling of what agentic coding can do today, not a demo. Here's why they did it. Bun's bug list kept growing, mostly memory bugs, use after free, double free, forgetting to free something on an error path. Rust catches those at compile time, but rewriting a mature runtime from the ground up is exactly the kind of project every engineering book tells you never to attempt. Joel Spolsky wrote the famous essay on this in the year 2000. The reason it was even worth trying in 2026 is that coding agents changed the actual cost equation. The process took 11 days, May 3rd to May 14th. At peak, 4 separate agent workflows ran at once, each coordinating 16 agents, 64 Claudes working in parallel, 6,778 commits, a net diff of over 1 million lines, 0 tests skipped, 0 tests deleted. Every single one of Bun's existing tests had to keep passing across 3 operating systems. Millions of assertions each. Here's the part that made this possible at all, and it is the actual lesson. Bun's test suite was already written in a language-independent way, so it could act as a conformance oracle, and an objective mechanical check of whether the new code behaved identically to the old code at every single step. Without that, there is no way to responsibly review a pull request with over 1 million lines of AI-generated changes. With it, the process became run the agents, check the failures against the oracle, feed the failures back in, repeat. 2 days into continuous integration, the failing test count went from 972 files down to 23. A day and a half later, every platform was green. The cost, 5.9 billion uncached input tokens, 690 million output tokens, 72 billion cached input token reads at API pricing that is $165,000. Sumner's own estimate for doing this by hand, 3 senior engineers a full year, during which none of them could also be fixing bugs, adding features, or responding to security issues. The math wasn't close. This shipped quietly. Claude Code version 2.1.181, released June 17th, switched to the Rust-based Bun under the hood. Startup got about 10% faster on Linux. That's it. That's the whole user-facing story. Boring is good, which is exactly what you want from a rewrite this size, but it wasn't flawless. And this is worth knowing before you trust any large agentic refactor blindly. The rewrite introduced 19 known regressions, all since fixed. Most came from code that looks identical in both languages, but behaves differently. One example, Zig's assert function always runs in every build. Rust's debug assert macro gets compiled away entirely in release builds, including any side effect inside it. A chunk of logic that updated Bun's hot reload graph was quietly sitting inside one of those macros, and in release builds, it silently stopped running. Same looking code, different language semantics, real bug. 64 parallel agents didn't catch that one. A human did afterward. Since merging, the team has kept going. 11 rounds of automated security review, plus 24/7 fuzzing across every parser Bun ships, JavaScript, TypeScript, CSS, JSON, TOML, and more, with a fuzzer that finds a crash, hands it to an agent to write the fix, and a human who reviews the PR before it merges. 100 billion fuzzer executions so far, about 15 PRs. If you're running any agentic project bigger than a single file, the actual takeaway isn't AI can rewrite anything. It's this. You need an objective oracle to check correctness against, not just a diff that reads plausibly. You review the process that generates the code, not only the code itself, and you budget the real token cost before you start, because it is not free, even when it's worth it. Try 11 Labs, the AI voice in this video, https try11labs.io, RDSBOGPPTO. This video contains affiliate links.